Mr. Speaker, I yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of my legislation, H.R. 3832, as amended, the Veterans Opioid Abuse Prevention Act. More than 140 individuals every day are dying from opioid abuse in the United States, and opioids have resulted in the deaths of more Americans than the Iraq, Afghanistan, and Vietnam wars put together over the same period of time. Unfortunately, the news is even worse for our veterans. Former VA Secretary McDonald stated veterans are 10 times more likely to abuse opioids than the average American, and that is among the leading cause of homelessness among veterans. In 2016 alone, the VA treated 66,000 veterans for opioid addiction. Mr. Speaker, it is clear that we are failing our nation's heroes, and frankly, that is unacceptable. That's why I introduced the Veterans Opioid Prevention Act to ensure that no veteran slips through the cracks. My bill increases opioid prescribing transparency at the VA and allows Veterans Administration doctors to do what most private sector doctors are already doing. They access state databases listing all opioid prescriptions from all providers. This allows physicians to easily identify patterns of opioid use that put patients at risk for addiction. Once physicians are able to accurately identify patterns of use and abuse, we can curb this epidemic and ensure our veterans are getting the best possible care. Mr. Speaker, as a veteran and a doctor, I take my responsibility to serve those who fought for our freedoms very seriously. We can do more for our veterans, and we must do more to support them and to protect them. I believe my Veterans Opioid Prevention Act does exactly that. I urge all of my colleagues to support this important legislation, and I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman